Watching the first Newshour Debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
To our panelists, it's an open debate. I ask a first question, then anyone can come in. I'm not specifically going to any other participant. My first question this evening is to Brigadier Saad Mohammed. Brigadier Saad Mohammed, let me tell you about demographic changes. 14% Hindus in Pakistan around independence, and now about 1.5%. Where did the Hindus disappear?
That's because in East Pakistan there were a lot of Hindus, and that was it became a Bangladesh in 1971. So that's why the Hindu population decreased.
Right, and now from 24%. No, 1 second. Okay, fine.
Talk about
no, 1 second. Are you no, 1 second. Are you saying that Bangladesh? I don't know. Maroof, you buy that? 1 second. Brigadier Saad Mohammed. Brigadier Saad Mohammed. I don't know. You must be the only person in the world who believes that Bangladesh, or East Pakistan as it was before we liberated it, was ever a Hindu majority nation. Maroof, you buy that argument?
It was not a Hindu.
1 second. Maroof, you buy that argument?
No, not at all. In fact,
Maroof is responding to you, Brigadier. Brigadier, heard you. Hear him.
Arnab, no, not at all.
Brigadier, Maroof is responding to you, sir.
Brigadier Saab.
No.
Maroof is responding to you, Brigadier
Saab. There was a
Saab.
very small minorities of Hindus. Sir, Brigadier, please listen to me, sir. There was a very small minority of Hindus in Bangladesh, what is now Bangladesh, what is East Pakistan. It is a well-known fact that even the Muhajirs who helped create Pakistan were finally driven out from most parts of northern and western Pakistan into Karachi and Dubai and thereafter London, because Pakistan's narrative, which has emerged in the last 2 decades, is basically a narrative which is going to continue
so 1 minute, don't listen to him, sir. Don't get upset. Don't lose your temper.
Arabians, where you
Don't talk nonsense.
Sir, you listen to him, sir. Don't lose your temper.
Nonsense. I will not take this nonsense. No Muhajir has gone from Peshawar or from
No, nobody is giving you any nonsense. I'm giving you facts. If facts hurt you,
are not giving facts.
Brigadier, if facts hurt you, that's your business.
Well,
but learn to be man enough to face facts.
No, you have not hurt me.
Karachi is the most dangerous city in the world because there is gang warfare. Why is there gang warfare, Brigadier Saab? Gang warfare because the Muhajirs are rebelling against being kicked out into the sea with the domination of the Punjabi majority in Pakistan. And let me also tell you, sir, that in Kashmir, you have adopted a conscious policy.
Prime Minister is the killer.
All the terror groups, Brigadier, all the terror groups. Don't give us the logic of Bangladesh, because Bangladesh, the level of genocide you did in Bangladesh is very clearly replicated amongst other places in the Dhaka Club. The Bangladeshis are completely disgusted with your conduct in 71. They can't get it out of their system.
And let
me tell you,
you become such a...
Brigadier Saab, hear me out. All the terror groups you patronize, Brigadier, I have been doing a conscious effort to drive the Kashmiri Pandits out of the valley. 70,000 Kashmiri Pandits, 70,000 Kashmiri Pandits families.
1 second, please. Okay, my second question.
Ever since the insurgency started.
They should go there. But they should not have slaves.
Ever since the insurgency
I asked a simple question. Consider this, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's consider this.
To changing the
let's consider this. 1 second. Just once consider this.
In the hope, if there is a plebiscite, all the Muslims of Kashmir will vote for Pakistan.
Brigadier Saad, please, why don't you take a deep breath and relax for a moment, please. 1 second. Brigadier Saad Mohammed, I want to say something.
Why are you scared of asking?
You do your homework at home.
Scared of asking?
Don't tell us what to do.
Why are you scared of asking?
Don't tell us what to do. And if you think you can force, if you think you can force our hand, try it.
Tell us what to do.
Try it.
We will do
for
whatever
25 years.
We will do whatever you
for
feel like.
25 years you have tried and you have failed to do anything substantial in Kashmir except rape, mayhem and massacre. So don't tell us what to do.
And your rapes.
Brigadier, don't tell us what to do. You are a defeated country. You are a defeated country. You cannot influence anything in the region.
They ruled you for
you only need You
We ruled
only
you for
need to
1,000
hang on to
years.
the coattails
My ancestors
of the
ruled you for
Chinese,
1,000 years.
and you are hoping the
Have you
Chinese
forgotten
are going
that
to bail
defeat?
you out.
Have you
But
forgotten
even they will
Pakistan?
use
I
you.
find it amusing tonight. Brigadier, one second. Brigadier, look at how touchy it
Which
gets, right?
defeat are you
1
talking
second.
about,
Brigadier Saad Mohammed, 1
Have you
second.
forgotten
Maroof,
Panipat?
Brigadier Saad,
Maroof a minute. First I want to
Saad,
request
let
Brigadier
me
Saad
not
Mohammed to take a
remind
deep
you.
breath, please.
Let
1
me
second.
not
1 second,
remind you of
Maroof.
the
I request
December
Brigadier.
1971.
ruled you for 1,000 years.
Brigadier, I request you take a deep
Forget
breath.
about 1,000.
Brigadier, take a deep breath.
Forget
Where were
it.
you in Panipat?
Don't leave
Where
me
were you
lead in the
Panipat?
past.
Brigadier, take a
Those
deep breath.
ancestors
Take a
of
deep breath.
yours
You see, the
were
only
too
way.
gone and forgotten.
This is exactly
Don't
why I
live in
feel
the
tonight.
past.
Maroof,
Talk
Maroof,
of
I
the
request
present.
your indulgence. Maroof, I request your
Treat the
indulgence.
Afghans
Maroof, I
carefully.
request your indulgence. Please, 1 second. You see, this is what's happening now tonight. Look how touchy the Pakistanis get. You ask them one question about what they are doing in their own country, how touchy they get. My second question tonight goes to Fawad Choudhry, political analyst and former advisor to the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Fawad Choudhry, I want you into this debate and I want the response to come from Senge Hasnain, who's president of the Institute of Gilgit Baltistan Studies, joining us from New Delhi tonight. My second question tonight to you, Fawad Choudhry, is, and I hope you won't be as touchy as the Brigadier, face the reality, as Maroof says, be man enough to realize how you've messed up, how you've provoked, right? And also, how at various points of time, 1 minute, sir, please realize this, how at various points of time, sir, you're persecuted or owned. Now, my question to you, sir, is why does the Pakistani state allow fanatic Sunnis to almost overrun Shia locals in Gilgit Baltistan?
First, obviously, we have messed up and we have did many. I mean, there are the lackings on our part. But at least we have not elected a prime minister who himself.
No, my question to you, sir, is why does the Pakistani state? Why does the Pakistani state allow fanatic?
We have not elected.
No, sir, 1 second. Answer my question. Answer my question. Are you not going to answer my question? Then let it pass. My question is, and I 1 second.
Pakistan,
1 second.
when you talk
answer
of
the question. My information
you must
is.
be ashamed of yourself.
My
all the
information
Indian channels, all the Indian administration must be ashamed of themselves when they talk of minority rights
Fawad
in other
Choudhry,
countries or in other parts of the
Mr.
world.
Fawad Choudhry, Mr. Fawad Choudhry,
the way you treated Muslim
Mr.
minority
Fawad
in
Choudhry,
India
my question to you is, and you know, Mr. Fawad Choudhry, just a bit,
I know you are running a propaganda
Fawad
program,
Choudhry.
but don't
Fawad
be
Choudhry.
that shameless to point out.
Fawad Choudhry, you are needlessly getting provoked. You know, I'm asking you some straight questions.
You have admitted.
Are you not going to be able to?
Concern involved in Muslim massacre as a Prime Minister of India. This is shameful. Shameful for you guys.
No, Mr. Fawad Choudhry, I want to tell you. I want to watch it. Before Mr. Hasnain comes in, I want to tell you that any self-respecting man or woman would have given me a straight response to that question, which you have failed in doing so. I invite Senge Hasnain to tell you the reality of what Pakistan is doing in Gilgit Baltistan.
We have not elected a fanatic as Prime Minister
Any
of
man
Pakistan.
or woman or child,
in Pakistan
anyone would have given me a straight answer to that question. Senge Hasnain, why are Pakistani guests getting so touchy about what they have done in their own country? Fawad, relax, please. Mr. Hasnain is responding to you. Please listen to him.
Can you please let me
Mr.
talk?
Hasnain, what's the reality?
I think people like
it's a propaganda program that you are running. I can
one second, will you not let Mr. Hasnain speak?
For no reason.
Will you not let Mr. Hasnain speak, please?
Just give me a few minutes. You can go back and, counter whatever I have to say. But what I want to say here is that people like you and people like us, especially the people in Gilgit Baltistan, they want peace. And there are a lot of people in Pakistan. There are millions and millions of people in Pakistan who want peace. Not only for Gilgit Baltistan, not only for Kashmir, but for the entire South Asia. Unfortunately, we are the victim of a system that does not really allow us to do and promote what we want. All of us are peace-loving people, but the problem is that there's a system that has been created that promotes Pakistan's strategic interest. And that system also involves and incorporates an element which is a non-state actor.
Right.
I mean, we have to agree that the time has come.
Are promoted by
why don't you listen to him, sir? Why don't you listen to him? He's from Gilgit Baltistan.
And people like
Give me a few minutes. Fawad, you will have your time. Just give me a few minutes.
Fawad, listen to him. Fawad, listen to him, please. Fawad, I request you to let Mr. Hasnain speak. He's an expert on the region.
You forget about
just for a few minutes.
Mr. Saad Mohammed.
Hear me out.
Listen to him. Yeah, go ahead, Fawad. Go ahead.
So, I mean, all the killings that have happened in Gilgit Baltistan, for instance,
That's
and
right.
you know, not the Shias only, but the Sunnis have also suffered. And the problem is that the prosecution rate in Gilgit Baltistan is so low, people are not arrested. We hardly find an evidence where, you know, the local people could find some sort of justice. The judicial system is so weak.
Yes, just like Gujarat.
Local
One second,
police
please.
system is so weak.
Listen, Mr.
I mean, look
Fawad
at Gilgit
Choudhry.
Baltistan. You know, I came to India and I realized that Gilgit Baltistan is bigger than Delhi, Punjab, and Haryana put together.
That's true.
That's how huge Gilgit Baltistan is.
Yeah.
And then what happens in Gilgit Baltistan? You have few thousand police personnel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that the local people would feel safe if the law and order situation and judicial system does not stand on their side.
Yeah.
So I think everything that has happened in Gilgit Baltistan, whether you use Kashmir as an excuse or you use
Sir,
some other
Gilgit
reason as an
Baltistan has
excuse.
problems. We all know. So is Gujarat.
Sir,
so
one
is part
second.
of
You see,
India.
he's from
So every
Gilgit
country-
Baltistan.
Why
what's
can't
wrong
we
with
just
that?
stay on the topic, Fawad?
Why
can't we just
Pakistan
stay
has
on the
our own
topic?
issues.
You see,
India has
you
your
see-
own
The topic
issues. I
is-
mean, these
Fawad
are the issues
Choudhry.
which every country has.
Fawad
Yesterday,
Choudhry.
Baltimore
Fawad, but
happened in
why can't we just stay in the
Baltimore.
topic?
He's from Gilgit Baltistan.
What's
He's
the problem
revealing-
with that?
One second,
We have our problems and we are trying to overcome
So
that.
solve your problems.
That's it.
No, your problems are such. One second, please, Fawad.
I mean,
do
if
not
the
get
killings have
worked up.
increased,
Let
And
him
you should
If the
advise
killings have
RAW
increased
not to interfere in Pakistan, not to sponsor
exponentially,
non-state
then
actors.
how do you
Even
say
yesterday
that
in Karachi,
Gilgit
we have
Baltistan
got people
problems
who were
have
trained by
been
RAW,
dealt
who
effectively?
were trained by Indians
One
to
sec,
do
Fawad, relax,
terrorism
please,
in
take a deep
Karachi.
breath.
This is what's going on,
Take a
and this
deep
is what
breath.
objectionable.
Take a deep breath.
Give us the evidence,
Anyone-
Fawad. Give us the evidence.
And you are
Fawad.
running a
You don't have
propaganda
evidence, you just keep
program
making
while sitting in Delhi. Instead of promoting peace and harmony, you are doing a propaganda
Mr. Fawad
program.
Choudhry, I'm only making one point.
Maybe it's
One
about
second.
time
Fawad
that you
Saab,
talk to your own
Fawad
media
Saab, if
in
it's a propaganda
Pakistan,
program,
so
leave
they
it.
give us chance exactly the same way that the Western media or Indian media or any media gives us the chance.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to criticize me for sitting here and talking about Gilgit Baltistan, why don't you talk to Pakistani media that they should allow people from Gilgit Baltistan to talk freely
It's a
so they
huge
can
debate
find
here in
solution?
Pakistan. Then you are not following Pakistani media then. In Pakistan, it's a huge debate. The whole of Pakistan has risen for the rights of the Gilgit and Baltistan people.
why are
for
the rights-
Shia
okay, here's a
minority
curious
people
question.
came
One
up.
second.
A Goswami
Fawad, we are
Baltistan
still-
has been dismissed for that. Come on, what
Fawad,
are you
we are
saying?
still.
Is
Let
there a
me
Gujarat
put my
government
two
was
words here,
dismissed for a
Fawad. No.
massacre of
Fawad, let me
Muslims?
put my two words here.
Did you dismiss the government in Gujarat for massacre of
One second,
Muslims?
Fawad,
We did
listen.
that in
Fawad,
Balochistan.
Fawad, one second,
Come on.
Fawad.
If Gilgit Baltistan is still treated like a colony from Islamabad by
Not
Minister
at
of
all.
Kashmir
Gilgit
Affairs,
Baltistan is
You're
a
in
province.
place,
and our
Fawad. Don't
governor
display your
is
intolerance on the
someone from
program.
Punjab,
Gilgit
we
and
cannot
Baltistan
even
are
have
part
our
and
own
parcel of
governor.
Pakistan.
One second.
They are-
And
they are-
if there is no local representation in what China and Pakistan are going to do with their $50 billion, and the entire Gilgit Baltistan right now is protesting, there is no way for you
Good
to
point.
say that
Good
the
point.
entire nation
Good
is
point.
standing with Gilgit Baltistan right now.
You see what's happening here. One second. Please, can I just take a minute, please, between Fawad and Mr. Hasnain? Fawad, now, just be a little reasonable for a minute, please. You see, your government wants to lecture India on why Kashmiri Pandits
you
should
are
not
being very
return to the
reasonable
valley.
since you
Fawad,
are, since the
I
start
need
of
you
the
to listen to
program.
me for a minute, please. Your government wants to lecture India on why Kashmiri Pandits should not return to the valley. What I have done tonight, and which is why I would like to say that Brigadier Saad Mohammed has walked out of the program. What I've done tonight is show you the mirror. And you don't like what you see. Because in Gilgit Baltistan,
And why
I'm
don't
sorry
you
to
take
say
the
this.
same mirror to
I am
Mr.
sorry to
Narendra
say
Modi
this.
and the
I am
government of
sorry to say
Gujarat?
this. Allow me to complete.
Come on.
The people
Come
of
on,
Gilgit
come on,
Baltistan,
relax, man.
Pakistan occupied
the
Kashmir,
record of the
do
Indian
not
government to the
enjoy
minorities is
constitutionally
shameless
guaranteed
in the world,
fundamental
the whole
rights that the
world. I
people
think
of
you have no
Pakistan
right
do.
to
So my
have
question
no
tonight is
right
this.
to
My question
point
tonight is
fingers
this,
to other
Sheshadri
countries.
Chari.
Come on, have a
Sheshadri
heart.
Chari, I draw you in. And
Be
with
a man
Sheshadri Chari, I
and
want to
say
draw
that
in
Mr.
Air
Narendra
Vice Marshal
Modi
Abid
and the
Rao
government
and
of
Mahesh
BJP
Jethmalani,
in
please.
Gujarat
Sir.
massacred Muslims.
Sir, please.
You guys have done samjhota.
Sir, Mr.
What? I mean,
Don't give me
the
the-
record
don't
of
give me-
Indian governments
Mr.
to the
Fawad,
minorities
Mr.
is
Fawad.
shameless.
Fawad.
Shameless is a very little word to
Fawad,
say that.
I have not even exhausted the question.
Fawad Saab.
I have not even gone to
Fawad
question
Saab.
two.
Tell us something new.
And don't run propaganda
Mr. Fawad,
program.
tell us
It's not
something
in the
new.
interest of the
Every
Pakistan
time you
and
come on
India,
the channel,
both.
you say the same thing.
You see, Maroof, it's very interesting.
Mr.
So far-
Fawad, if we have
every
more
time
than
you come up with the
1,000
same
Muslims
propaganda,
killed
every
in
time you come up with the
Pakistan
same
every
agenda to
year,
malign Pakistan.
Once
And the
again,
Pakistan
if we
military
cannot protect
forces.
our own people,
Yeah.
is there any point talking about Gujarat if more than 1,000 Muslims are killed in Pakistan every year and we cannot protect them?
We have a right
There's a
to
Gujarat
speak.
Answer him,
incident.
answer him,
speak for the
Fawad.
people
There's a
of Kashmir.
Gujarat
Answer him. We
incident
have right to
in
speak for the
Pakistan
people,
every
every
year.
Muslim in India.
Is there any point
in
talking
fact,
about
for
Gujarat?
every
I mean,
poor in India,
we need
we
to
will
take
talk
care of
about
our
that.
own
What
land. We
Indians
need
have
to
to
take care
talk
of our
about
own
Gilgit
people.
Baltistan?
Is there any
And
point
you are
talking about
giving the
Gujarat
same
when
right
our
to Mr.
responsibility is
Goswami
to talk about our own people?
Speak for Gilgit and Baltistan.
No, one
but
second.
you have objection on
you
my
see
speaking
tonight,
for the
Fawad,
rights of the people of Gujarat.
Fawad,
You
another
are-
reason.
you recognize
Fawad,
the right of
please,
Mr.
this is Arnab
Goswami
here, please
to
hear me,
speak for
Fawad.
Mr. Gilgit and
Fawad
Baltistan.
Choudhry, be reasonable here tonight.
Come
Just hear
on.
me for a minute,
Have a-
please,
be a
Fawad
man.
Choudhry. Listen to me. You know, one second. And I need to get a couple of other panelists in. You are a polite man, usually, so Fawad, please hear the others out. Yes, drink that glass of water tonight, take a deep breath, and realize why you don't like what's going on is because if it's Maroof or Mahesh Jethmalani or Sheshadri
of your
Chari
dual
or
standards,
Rashneek
my
Kher
brother,
or me
because of
asking
your
you the
dual
questions, no, you usually see it's a biased Indian mind. I have somebody from Gilgit Baltistan, which has been which is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, telling you tonight what you do to them.
What you propaganda you have.
And by the way, it's the Pakistan Supreme Court. It's the Pakistan Supreme Court which said you've set up a colony in Gilgit and Baltistan. Just to remind you, the Pakistan Supreme Court called you colonial and imperialistic in your attitude towards Gilgit Baltistan. Wake up, smell the coffee, see the mirror. If you don't like what you see, it's your problem. Sheshadri Chari at this point of time tonight. Why don't we call the Pakistani bluff? Sheshadri Chari and Mahesh Jethmalani. Sheshadri Chari and Mahesh Jethmalani.
in India.
Sheshadri Chari and Mahesh Jethmalani. Now that, one second. Fawad Choudhry, Sheshadri Chari of the BJP's.
We are not complete.
Sheshadri Chari, Abid hasn't even spoken. I want to get him and Sheshadri Chari and Mahesh Jethmalani into the debate. Sheshadri Chari, please. Sheshadri Chari, why don't we call their bluff and take them on?
I think.
Yeah.
You know what, you should remember one thing. Just because somebody makes a very stupid argument from Pakistan, I don't think the Indian political establishment or the Indian commentators should get worked.
Let him complete, sir. Let him complete.
All the idiot comments.
So I think
let us
not
use language.
Let us not.
You can't say other arguments stupid because you
no bad language, sir.
Okay?
No bad language, sir. Sheshadri Chari, one second. Mr. Fawad Choudhry. Mr. Fawad Choudhry, I'm intervening. I'm saying what? Mr. Fawad Choudhry, I request, I just want to make a point. Sheshadri Chari is using civilized language with you. Sheshadri Chari is a senior person. He's head of the BJP's Foreign Affairs cell. Please do not, let's keep the language that we use tonight, acceptable on all sides. Let's not cross the line. Sheshadri Chari.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what my submission.
Yeah, Sheshadri Chari.
Arnab, what is important is there is a serious problem in Pakistan. It is not just a question of minority majority. It is not the question of just Hindu and Muslim. Pakistan has lost its narrative. In fact, Pakistan did not have a narrative at all. They have a serious problem. They do not know whether they are Punjabis, Sindhis, Baluchis, Pakhtunis. They don't know who they are. So whichever is the dispensation is now trying to prove that they are supreme than others. So I think what is important for Pakistan is
so in Indian
if they are
provinces,
able,
the people
if they are
don't know
not
who
able
they are.
to,
The
if they are not
Bengalis, the
able to keep
Gujaratis,
their
the
own country
Punjabis, the
together,
Sikhs, they don't know
if
who
they
they
are not
are.
able to keep their own country together,
come on.
they are in a very serious problem. They are in a serious problem.
That's the reason even majority of Indians don't agree with you guys.
As far as Kashmir is concerned, it is an integral part of India. It is a settled issue. The only issue regarding Jammu and Kashmir is the Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Yeah.
And I was patiently hearing your representative from Gilgit Baltistan.
That's right, Mr.
I wish
Hasnain.
you had brought some more representatives from Sindh, Baluchistan and Pakhtunistan also.
We will.
They would have all said the same thing that this
We will
gentleman
also bring
from
everyone from one
Baltistan has
Gujarat,
said.
Bombay and
So-
from
So
other parts.
that is a serious
the
problem.
Majority of Indian provinces are in problem. So let's not get into that simplistic thing.
even if you interview hundreds of Kashmiris
And Kashmir is
in
integral
India,
part of Pakistan,
they will
not of
all
India, and
say
you have
that
to
we
keep up
want
your
our
promise of
Kashmiri
having
brothers back with us.
plebiscite there.
Therefore,
Plebiscite cannot be done like this.
who this?
If you don't know the terms of plebiscite, at least you must learn. Please learn. Please learn the terms of
If he does
plebiscite.
not know,
Have you read the papers of plebiscite? Have you read the UN resolutions?
for God's sake, don't get such stupid people on your
Sir,
channel
have you
and
read the
waste
UN
our time.
resolution?
Sir,
Yes,
please
sir,
tell
I
the
have.
audience
Where the
such
UN
kind of
resolution
serious
is
figure
available.
show, who has no
The
respect
UN
for other arguments.
What
who
does the
don't
UN
know how to-
resolution
how to
say?
call others. He's an idiot.
The UN
sitting there.
resolution.
Sir, you have read the ISI's version of the UN resolution.
Yes,
Please
exactly.
read what's on the
Such
internet.
idiots who don't know
You
how
need
to
to
talk to
withdraw
others.
from J&K before a plebiscite is held. Are you
And
willing to withdraw
demography
from
cannot be
J&K?
changed.
Please look
And
at part
demography
2 of
cannot
the
be changed.
UN resolution
Okay, come
of
to the
13
United
August
Nations and say
1948.
that
You have
we are ready
changed
for
the
the plebiscite.
you have
Do the
changed
formalities.
don't use-
Pakistan will do the
Now
formalities.
no
use
plebiscite can
formulated
happen.
arguments.
Now Fawad, no plebiscite can happen.
No one
You
has
have
a right
changed.
to talk
You have
derogatory
changed.
language
You
against
have
me
you
or
have
You have
changed the
twisted
demography
every
of Jammu and
narrative.
Kashmir. That
You
is
have
what has
twisted
changed.
every
You are
narrative
doing the program,
to
try to
suit your
conduct it with
convoluted
the
argument.
manners. Keep your manners.
Fawad, first talk sense, then we will talk manners. Because you don't know what the UN resolutions are. Have you read them before?
The
Or you have
UN
just come to the
resolution is
program?
very clear. Kashmir
what
is a
is it?
disputed territory. Plebiscite
Yes.
has to be held there. If
And
India
how?
comes
What
to
are the
United
terms of the
Nations,
plebiscite?
we will-
What are
you
the
have
terms
changed with all the
you have
formalities.
changed the
Come to the
demography
UN,
of
we'll do
Pakistan
the
occupied
formalities.
Kashmir. You have to remove all your
And
troops
so is-
from Kashmir. You have settled Punjabis, Patanis,
India. India
Afridis.
should remove
You
their
cannot.
troops.
No,
Pakistan
India
will
has
remove its
370.
troops. No problem.
India has not changed any demography. If you do not know, please go and read. For God's sake, come prepared for a debate. Don't come here for rhetoric.
Pakistan is asking
Pakistan
for
has
the
no
right
right.
to plebiscite.
Pakistan has-
And for that, India
Pakistan
needs
has
to
no
come
right.
to say we
Fawad,
are
let me jump
in here.
Kofi Annan,
to that. No,
Arnab,
Kofi Annan
Arnab,
and Ban Ki-moon said
You
UN
come to
resolutions on
UN.
Arnab,
Kashmir
Arnab,
are
let me talk for a few minutes here about
May I
demographic
add
change,
one side?
because
One second,
we
gentlemen.
are
Read.
side by side.
illiterate.
Okay,
You
one
are
second. Fawad and
illiterate.
Rashneek.
You are illiterate. I don't know whether you are
I'm
Fawad,
happy that
Fawad,
you
Fawad,
the
I
right
want
of
to-
Kashmiris for to go into plebiscite.
I am a Kashmiri. Come on, talk to me. I am a Kashmiri.
Arnab, let
And I am a
me
Kashmiri Pandit. It is because
take a
of
minute
people
here.
like you and that brigadier who said we have ruled you for thousands of years as if he came from Arab.
You should be more vocal for the rights of the Kashmiris to have a plebiscite.
I
You should
am,
be-
but I
you
will
should
not
be
support
ashamed of your
Pakistan.
behavior.
Me?
No, don't support.
You
Go
are
against
sending
that.
Lashkar
We are not
Toiba
saying
and
you have to
Joseph
support
Mohammed to kill
Pakistan.
us. You are sending
We are not
Lashkar
asking that
Toiba.
Kashmir
You
will
are
come to
Pakistan
Pakistan.
occupied
But
Kashmir
your
today
idea-
has
people
become
of
idea
Kashmir
of
have the right
the
to
plebiscite.
bed of terrorism
Fawad.
in the entire Southeast Asia. Do you even know what you are saying?
Pakistan has never said that
Okay,
Kashmir
Fawad,
must come
Fawad,
to
here's a
Pakistan.
question
What
for
we
you.
are
Fawad,
saying
I have a
is
question
right
for you.
of plebiscite.
Fawad,
This
I have a
Kashmir
question.
will
Now,
decide
you
what
are
Fawad, I
saying
have a
you have
question.
changed the demography.
I have
It
a
is
question.
not possible now.
Arnab, let me talk about Gilgit Baltistan for a few minutes. I think demographic change is a very important issue for us.
Rashneek, a minute,
Then we will
please.
see.
A minute, please. I want to bring Abid Rao and Mahesh Jethmalani into the debate. They've not been into the debate so far. I think it's only fair we get them into the debate. To these two gentlemen, please. And yes, please drink another glass of, take another sip of that water. Take a deep breath, Fawad. And when you come back, I'm going to educate you about the UN resolution, please. Now, to Abid Rao and to Mahesh Jethmalani. Abid Rao.
For that, you need to go through.
Abid Rao and Mahesh Jethmalani. 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. Now, Abid Rao, tell me. The Pakistani state has reduced minorities to half. Hindus are virtually non-existent to about 1% in the state. You have allowed fanatics to overrun Shia locals. One of the panelists tonight has exposed what you do. Your Supreme Court says you've established a colony in Gilgit Baltistan. I'm not talking of Sindh. I'm not talking of Balochistan. Non-Kashmiris have taken over PNK. Hindus and Sikhs are subject to state-sponsored persecution. These are all Pakistan government figures. I can quote it to you ad nauseum. Why did you do this? By making this comment on the Kashmiri Pandits, your fear about Kashmiri Pandits coming back, you've actually revealed that you were responsible for the 1996 Doda massacre. You've revealed your hand in the Nandimarg massacre when 23 Hindus were killed in March 2003. You've revealed your hand in the Wandhanma massacre in January 1998. Why did you do this? And since you have done this now, why don't you answer each of the questions tonight which are being put? So, General Air Vice Marshal Abid Rao, why the state of denial, please? Would you like to answer that, please? Yeah. Go ahead.
No. Let me take you back to Pakistan's sensitivity.
No. I want to talk about Pakistan tonight. I want to talk about what's going on in Pakistan
We will talk about both.
Yes, so I want to talk about Pakistan. My first question to you is, sir, my first question on Pakistan to you, sir.
You start with one topic.
So will you discuss Pakistan? So my question,
I'll answer.
Will you tell me why the demography of Pakistan is changing?
You start with one problem and the debate expands to the entire spectrum.
No, sir, just tell me why the demography of Pakistan is changing. Why is the demography of Pakistan changing? Why are the minorities disappearing in Pakistan? Just tell me why. Why are they disappearing? Explain that to me.
That is also an issue, but
no, but why does it happen? Please explain to all our viewers tonight why it happens. Why are the non-Muslims disappearing in Pakistan?
Because you see, much before 1947, there was these communal problems, Hindu and Muslims, and within Hindus, within
Sorry, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. No, one second. As far as my information is concerned, I want to counter you, sir. No, I want to counter you, sir. I want to counter you, sir. I'll let you answer and then Mahesh Jethmalani will respond.
Right from 1950, with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's government, there was an effort to give concessions to all Hindus migrating to Jammu. This is a historical fact.
Sir, I'm asking you today, where have the non-Muslims disappeared in Pakistan? Why don't you... Sir, tell me one thing. Where are the Zoroastrians in Pakistan? Where are the Buddhists? Where are the Sikhs? Where are the Baha'is? Where are the Jews? Where are the Ahmadi Muslims?
You see, Sikhs have left on their own choice. Yes, we have had problem with our minorities.
So then why are you lecturing us? Mahesh Jethmalani is smiling now. He has a counter, I think. Mahesh Jethmalani. Mahesh Jethmalani has a counter to you, sir.
Only concerned about Kashmir.
Mumbai,
you change the demography of Maharashtra, Gujarat,
so why don't you deal with your own problems first?
It doesn't matter to Pakistan.
So deal with your own problems first.
Since a plebiscite is outstanding, the change of democracy will
please, Mahesh Jethmalani, this plebiscite issue coming up a second time,
therefore, unless this problem is solved,
sir, please, you're stuck on it.
Demographic changes
sir, you're stuck on it.
Government of Pakistan.
One second. Just a bit. Mahesh Jethmalani is
allow Pakistan to change demography in Gilgit Baltistan.
Yeah.
If the plebiscite is still outstanding, if Gilgit Baltistan and Jammu Kashmir are still disputed areas, how does that allow Pakistan to change demography? You have put a line of control which is like a wall for 70 years between Ladakh and Gilgit Baltistan. Half of the population from our eastern districts have moved out of Gilgit Baltistan and they have to live in Karachi. Today, Karachi is the largest city for the people of Gilgit Baltistan. Isn't that a demographic change? Because we don't have an option to connect with Ladakh the way you have given that option to people in the rest of Kashmir and Jammu.
They have left Gilgit Baltistan for better chances of jobs and economic uplift.
Abid Rao.
Why is Gilgit City
politically?
Sir,
why is Gilgit City full of people from Pakistan if state subject rule applies to all the regions of Jammu and Kashmir? Why is that situation not a burning issue
we are not
or an alarming issue in Islam? We are not citizens of Pakistan. We have been disputed. Your constitution says we are not citizens of Pakistan. Your Supreme Court says we are disputed territory. Your president and prime minister says we are disputed territory. We even do not have the right to have our own autonomous institution. And what's happening right now is, with $50 billion that will come from China, local people do not have the right to make their own decisions, and there will be millions and millions of people coming into Gilgit Baltistan.
What you're saying, Mr. Hasnain, what you're saying is that the locals are being chased out of Gilgit Baltistan by the Pakistanis. That's what you're saying. I think our Pakistani...
We are left with no option.
I think it is too early to make this complaint.
If we do not have autonomous institutions
the Chinese president has
decisions
2 weeks
for
ago.
our own interests,
now Mahesh Jethmalani,
we are left with no option but to go. I mean, look at this region. In the last 70 years, there's not a single medical college. It's bigger than Telangana. It's bigger than Haryana and Punjab put together. Not a single engineering college, not a single medical college. Everybody after doing graduation have to move out of Gilgit Baltistan and go to other institutions. Why can't we have our own institutions?
Sir,
I mean, to start with, why can't we have educational institutions?
No, Mr. Hasnain, listening to you tonight is very educated, because I want to get Mahesh Jethmalani, please. He's been very patient. 1 second, sir. He's been very patient. He's holding his head back right now. He hasn't got a chance to speak. It's 9:36 p.m. My only point tonight, before I come to Mahesh Jethmalani, I'm sure he'll have a counter to our Pakistani guest is saying this. Mr. Hasnain, remember what they are doing to you. What the Pakistanis are doing to the brave people of Gilgit Baltistan is what they did to the Kashmiri Pandits. Remember, sir, they will persecute you. They will treat you like second-class citizens. They will use violence and force against you. They will throw you away from their own land, and then they will lecture you about demographic shifts. Don't allow that to happen, Mr. Hasnain. Don't allow that to happen. It's important the locals in Gilgit Baltistan speak out against this oppression.
Violated state subject rule, and we want that state subject rule back.
I hope the locals...
If we're still disputed, if we're not Pakistani citizens,
yes, you're
and
not.
Pakistani constitution says we are a disputed area linked with Kashmir,
absolutely.
We want our state subject rule back, and we do not want any Pakistani to settle in Gilgit Baltistan. Gilgit city today has become cities where local feel minority. How did that happen? I mean, we talk about demographic change in all other parts of Jammu and Kashmir, except the former
Mahesh Jethmalani now. Sir, Mahesh Jethmalani, to counter our guests from Pakistan, you've heard both sides. Mahesh Jethmalani, what's the point our Pakistani guests are missing tonight?
Well, you know, we're going by the official Pakistani reaction, frankly, and there's a very brief response to that. It's unnecessarily meddling in India's internal affairs, and B, it's irrelevant because nobody takes Pakistan seriously, and we don't really have to listen to them on this at all because it's none of their business, frankly. B, it's hypocritical, as everybody has pointed out, because the worst form of ethnic cleansing has taken place in Pakistan. Hindus and Sikhs have been reduced to a minority. The Shias are daily facing persecution, and the Ahmadiyas, by an official decree, have been declared to be non-Muslims.
That's true.
As far as Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is concerned, you've got the perspective from the representative from Gilgit Baltistan. There are no human rights there. There is colonization. People from Pakistan have been in large hordes sent to Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And by the way, there's no love for the land of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir because 42,000 square miles have been ceded to the Chinese. So, you know, on every front, they really have no case on Kashmir. But the theoretical justification put by the Pakistani representative is on UN resolutions. Now, just a quick word on that. The UN resolution doesn't talk about anything. If there was any bad example or gross example of ethnic cleansing, it was what happened to the Kashmiri Pandits in 1990. That was a clear case. All the Indian government is now doing, with the consent of an elected government in Kashmir, including the PDP faction, they are now resettling people who were displaced as a result of ethnic cleansing. So this is perfectly justified. The Pakistanis don't seem to realize that their whole case in support of the Palestinian people, who are also displaced refugees, would be undercut by the argument they're using against the Kashmiri Pandits today. And by the way, the UN itself in 2010 has taken Jammu and Kashmir off the list of disputed areas once and for all.
Absolutely,
so
we know that. That's right. That's
which in any case,
Fawad, get educated on this.
In letter or in spirit, because a precondition of the UN resolution of 1948 was that Pakistan withdraw its illegal invaders, every one of them, before a plebiscite can be held. The plebiscite was to be held in the whole of Jammu and Kashmir. There was to be a withdrawal of Pakistani forces, including the Pathan tribesmen who had come there. And then there was supposed to be, under Indian aegis and a minimal Indian military presence, a plebiscite. Pakistan has violated the preconditions of those resolutions. Those resolutions now, in any case, are history because it has to be settled bilaterally.
Let's do that.
So answer my question.
You are in a state of denial that Kashmir is not an issue.
Sheshadri Chari countering Abid. Sheshadri Chari, please. Sheshadri Chari is countering. Sheshadri Chari. Sheshadri Chari, please.
I think the Pakistanis have got messed up. Pakistanis have got messed up the entire problem. The only way Jammu Kashmir issue can be resolved is not by issuing statements like this, but by going back to pre-1947 state. So by going back to pre-1947 status, 15th August 1947, there was no Pakistan, there was only Jammu and Kashmir, and then these issues can be easily settled.
I think so.
So I think Pakistan is moving towards that situation. We don't want Pakistan to go out of the map of the world.
You're missing 1948 when you went to UN.
So I think the best way would be to dismiss all these things as
you cannot change history, Mr.
from some
Sheshadri.
Pakistanis.
You cannot.
Therefore, we are wasting our time discussing these issues.
No, I think I agree with you. Sheshadri Chari, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Not improve at all.
No, Abid Rao says you can't change history. Abid Rao, for once, I agree with you. You can't change history. which is why I would like to quote a little bit from your history. Would you like to tell us how many more Shias, how many more hundreds and thousands of Shias you will kill in Balochistan? Before you feel, watch it. Abidra, how many more thousands of Shias will you kill?
How many
in
more,
Balochistan, before you feel the demographic shift has happened? Answer me tonight. Yes, Abid Rao. Answer me tonight.
First of all,
Maroof will respond.
I
see your discomfort tonight. I see your discomfort because my questions.
I am personally ashamed for any Shia or any minority being killed in Pakistan.
Answer my questions on Balochistan tonight, sir. Please do. Don't run away from the Balochistan question. Answer my question on Balochistan.
I'm not running away.
I'm talking about Balochistan,
minority
I want to discuss Balochistan tonight, sir.
That, we have not protected him. But it is not a state policy.
I am asking about Balochistan. Do our guests from Pakistan want to run away from the Balochistan question? Why do you want to run away from the Balochistan question? How many more people will you kill in Balochistan?
Speaking people in Muzaffarabad is less than 5% today. Fawad, the Kashmiri speaking population of Muzaffarabad is less than 5% today.
It's individual groups.
Less than 5%. If you don't know facts, go and check.
Arnab, if you let only one person speak,
no,
I can
sir.
understand.
Okay, here are two questions.
Let me come in here.
Watch it. Just a minute. Rashneek Kher raises a question. Rashneek Kher raises a question. And my question goes here. My question, at this point of the debate, I'd like to get Abid Rao, Maroof Raza, Rashneek Kher and Fawad. You can all debate this. I have one question tonight. Pakistanis, you are lecturing us on whether Kashmiri Pandits will go back to the Kashmir Valley. You shouldn't even be talking about it. The question Rashneek raises tonight is Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Can you keep
Fawad is a question and then you can debate. I will give equal time. I am asking you. I will give equal time. My question is why have
the government of Pakistan is responsible towards its own people, not Indian people.
Who are you to say so?
The government of Pakistan is responsible towards the areas that it controls.
Who are you to say so? Kashmiri Pandits are aborigines. Aborigines even before your religion was born. Kashmiri Pandits stayed in Kashmir.
Fawad, the government of Pakistan is responsible towards the areas that it controls right now.
What is the Kashmiri population of Muzaffarabad?
It's their job to take care of the people who live in those areas that come under their control. That's what the UN resolution
you are
says.
not. Then you wouldn't send terrorists.
We are
sending terrorists into Kashmir. You are responsible
of Kashmir.
This is none of your business.
Arnab, this is none of your business. We can't hear anything if it goes like that.
Just a minute, please.
This is none of your business. Kashmir is an integral part of India. Please get that right. The Indians in Kashmir are not the French in Congo.
Minority in India.
Please understand, if you don't know this, Kashmiri Pandits are aborigines. We have 5,000 years of history in Kashmir.
We know that, but now you...
Then you should shut your mouth at least. Because you are talking nonsense from the moment you have started speaking.
Arnab, can you please give me a chance?
You are talking nonsense. You have absolutely
What is the population? What is the Kashmiri speaking population of Muzaffarabad? What is the Kashmiri speaking population in Muzaffarabad? I am telling you what is the Kashmiri. Answer me. Don't beat around the bush. Don't beat around the bush. Yes, we will talk. Because if you send terrorists to Kashmir, we will talk about Baltistan. We will talk about Sindh. We will talk about every part of Pakistan. Because you are sending terrorists into our country. You are responsible. I am not ashamed of myself. I am not a Pakistani.
I would like to respond to what Rao Saab said,
You should be ashamed of people who
Arnab.
killed your children in Peshawar.
What's Abid Rao? One second, gentlemen. Let's not. 1 second, please. Gentlemen, I request you, Fawad, please. Fawad and Rashneek can hold back at this stage. Fawad and Rashneek can hold back. I'm getting... We need to listen to each other. 1 second, please. Rashneek and Fawad, hold back. I'm calling Abid Rao and Mr. Hasnain into the debate. Abid Rao and Hasnain into the debate.
I agree with you.
Abid Rao and Hasnain into the debate. Mr. Hasnain, go ahead to Mr. Abid Rao.
I agree with you when you said it's not the state policy to kill minorities and Shias in Pakistan.
To Abid Rao.
And that's exactly why we have non-state actors. So the state is not accountable when the non-state actors go to Gilgit Baltistan, and the non-state actors go to Parachinar, and the non-state actors go to Hazara areas and they kill people. We need to remove those non-state actors, to bring credibility to what you said, that it is not the state policy in Pakistan to kill minorities and the Shias. Unless we remove the non-state actors and especially the infrastructure. Right now, look at Karakoram Highway. $50 billion that China is going to put in right from Gilgit city all the way to Badagram. It is infested with infrastructure which is going to help these non-state actors. We need to remove the non-state actors and their infrastructure and all the recruitment centers and the madrasas, and then we can claim that yes, this is not the state policy to kill minorities and the Shias, and I think the world will take us seriously.
Okay, can I just follow up on that? And I want to ask Abid Rao a question on Gilgit. I'm glad that we are discussing tonight. One second, sir.
Just give me 1 minute.
Abid Rao, I'll just take 30 seconds and I'll give you your full say on response to him, please. It is going to be your say to his question and mine as well. Sir, my question is, suppose someone were to ask you, first of all, you say Kashmiri Pandits shouldn't go back to the Kashmir Valley. I think that's ridiculous. But in any case, what I want to know is, why have you moved all non-locals, all Sunnis from tribal areas, from Kohistan, some parts of Punjab, etc., to Gilgit? The ratio of locals to non-locals, as per my information, was 4:1. Now it is 4:3, which means basically, you are making the local people of Gilgit Baltistan a minority in their own region. That is a calculated, well-planned, violent demographic shift. Why don't you like it, Marshal Abid Rao, when I ask you this question? Tell everyone tonight. Why don't you like it? Why don't you answer tonight? We want to understand your impulse. We want to understand your motive.
That you object to Pakistan talking about Jammu and you...
Sir, I'm asking you about Gilgit Baltistan, and for the first time on Indian television, a person from Gilgit Baltistan is asking you the question. Will you tell Mr. Hasnain you have no right to speak?
Before I think Mr. Rao goes ahead, I want to respond to...
I agree with him.
I want to respond to what Fawad said earlier.
Fawad, please.
We have had these problems, but...
Fawad, you were critical of me sitting here in India.
We are aware
Mr.
of
Rao, let me finish few words that I have to respond to Fawad. Can you please let me finish few words?
Okay, Fawad, please.
Fawad, you were really critical of me sitting here in Delhi and talking about Gilgit Baltistan. If you read United Nations resolution allows every citizen of Gilgit Baltistan
well, I'm very happy that you are sitting there, and I'm very happy that Mr. Arnab and all the guests have now agree on plebiscite, and you all consider that plebiscite is something accepted by you and Kashmiris must have plebiscite.
Fawad, don't do on television what Pakistan is doing.
You have to let me talk.
Fawad,
I've never been on Pakistani media. I'm not used to that kind of conversation where people talk over each other. You have to let me talk.
You have not all agreed on plebiscite.
Fawad, why don't you let, this is very interesting. Very interesting. Fawad, just a minute. What you are seeing on national television tonight, one second, ladies and gentlemen, is the intolerance of the Pakistanis when a person from Gilgit Baltistan speaks up and talks about what they are doing in the Gilgit Baltistan. Fawad does not have the patience to listen.
For once
have the patience to listen, for God's sake, please, Fawad. Don't be rude to a person.
70 years, put up with a person from Gilgit Baltistan for 5 minutes.
Are you nervous that a person from Gilgit Baltistan came and challenged you on Indian television?
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, we have everyone. We can bring the people from Punjab who will say that you have forced the Sikh community to migrate to Canada and America.
The truth is bitter, swallow the bitter pill.
And accuse you that you have basically massacred Muslims in India. I mean, come on.
Fawad, listen to him, Fawad. You are revealing your insecurities on television tonight.
The treatment of Indian state to the minorities.
Maroof wants to say something to you. Maroof wants to say something to you, Fawad.
I'm so happy that
Maroof wants to say something to you, Fawad.
Do not take you seriously.
Fawad, remember this. What did you do when 325 Shia Muslims were killed in targeted attacks in 2012? What did you do when gunmen ambushed buses in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, executed 22 travelers who belong to the Shia community? What did you do in those circumstances? Maroof wants to say something to you tonight.
The guards killed Mrs. Indira Gandhi.
Maroof wants to say something to you tonight. Maroof is responding.
What happened to the Sikhs?
Maroof, please.
Maroof. All to be ashamed
Maroof is responding. Listen to Maroof tonight. Tonight we've really shown Pakistan the mirror.
The minority treatment.
Marshal sir,
India anchor.
Marshal sir, I just want to make 3 quick points.
Maroof, go ahead.
Fawad sir, please let somebody else speak. Fawad, please let somebody else speak. Just 3 quick points. Fawad Saab, please hear me out. 3 quick points. One is that there were more than 75,000 Kashmiri families in 1990, Kashmiri Pandit families. And, sir, please hear me. And today, there are not more than 650 odd Kashmiri Pandit families. Clearly, if you want to go back to 47, 48 or 1990 or whenever, as Air Marshal was alluding to, you have to allow and you have to accept that the... Sir, please hear me. Fawad Saab, you've been shrieking through the program. Now shut up and listen to somebody else.
Kashmiri Muslims. We speak for Kashmiri.
Mr. Fawad, will you shut up and listen to somebody else? We have had enough of you.
You should shut up, please, and hear to the...
You want to go and commit harakiri for Kashmir? Go and do it. Get away from this program. But let somebody else speak.
Fawad, please. Maroof, please, first of all.
Maroof, let somebody else speak.
Maroof,
you have been shrieking. You have been shrieking through the program. Now let somebody else speak.
And Pakistan...
I requested you for 1 minute. I requested you for 1 minute. If you can't give that, please leave this program.
Go ahead. Don't be like...
You're an absolute nuisance.
We don't like that.
You don't let anybody speak.
Come on, go ahead. Don't shout.
Yes, so hear somebody out.
Come on.
Fawad.
First point, I'm making 3 logical points.
No personal comments. Maroof, I'm making a couple of points.
Hear me out.
No, one second, Maroof, I'm coming to you. Maroof, 1 second. 2 points. No personal comments. No personal attacks. Let's debate the subject. Please, gentlemen. Yes, Maroof, please. Fawad, on both sides, I say no personal attacks.
You have to allow somebody else speak.
Yeah, go ahead now. No personal attacks.
First point, that there were 75,000 or more Kashmiri families in 1990 and the ethnic cleansing that was spearheaded first by various militant groups like...
boring point you are dragging.
Mr. Fawad, will you hear me out? Be man enough to hear another side of the story. You are just going on and on about your narrative. I'm giving you facts. 75,000 Kashmiri families is what India wants to put back in the valley.
Exactly.
Just like Mr. Mufti Muhammad Saeed is wanting to welcome them back. You have never challenged the democratic change that China did in Tibet. How did it not worry you? Why does only Kashmir worry you? Because of UN resolution?
Yeah,
read the UN resolution of 13th August. Please hear me out, Mr.
Abid,
please hear me out, Fawad. Fawad, hear me out.
What we are talking about? It's not by India, Pakistan,
China, even Tibet, in the eyes of a lot of people, is disputed.
Between India
now
and
the
Pakistan,
second point, Arnab,
Maroof, please close your point. Sheshadri, Chari and Mahesh Jethmalani need to come back to the debate.
Arnab, as Mr. Jethmalani has rightly brought out, UN resolution is the 3-part resolution of 13th August 48, which says that Pakistan must vacate the entire territory of J&K as it existed on 15th August 47, and only then can India hold a plebiscite. If they are not willing to vacate, we can't hold a plebiscite.
All right.
And let me tell him the third point. And the third point is quite simple.
Gentlemen, watch it.
Pakistan, you take Kashmir, Arnab, you take the Kashmir issue away from Pakistan and people like Fawad,
I think
will be rudderless.
Gentlemen, we are short of time now. We are short of time now. Mahesh Jethmalani and Sheshadri, Chari and Abid Rao at this stage.
They will go on and on about Kashmir.
2 minutes left.
They have nothing else to talk about.
Their last 3 minutes. Mahesh Jethmalani, Sheshadri, Chari and Abid Rao only, please, so they participate equally. Sir, Mr. Sheshadri Chari first and Mahesh Jethmalani, why are the Pakistanis getting so touchy? I'm so happy tonight that issues of Balochistan, Gilgit and Sindh are being openly discussed. Why are the Pakistanis getting so shaky in their response to these issues? Why do they not want to debate these issues, Sheshadri Chari?
Arnab, you have very rightly pointed out. This is the minus point in the Pakistan's narrative.
Yeah.
These are flashpoints within the Pakistani society and the Pakistani system.
Yeah.
They have got a serious problem. They have killed their own Sindhi Prime Minister. They could not tolerate a Sindhi Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Bukti has been killed.
Okay.
And they have been dispensing off. They have been bumping off Baluchi leaders, Pakhtuni leaders.
That's
and
right.
now They have got a serious issue with Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They have got a serious problem.
Yeah.
And I think what is happening in Pakistan is they are not able to manage their own dissensions.
Yeah.
And that is why they are trying to divert the attention by talking something absolutely
Mahesh Jethmalani.
illogical
Mahesh
about
Jethmalani.
Kashmir.
Let's engage them in this debate. Let's show them more of the mirror, Mahesh. That's the only way perhaps to neutralize this silly Pakistani argument. Yeah.
Arnab, quickly, the reason why Pakistan is doing this is because Pakistan's Kashmir policy has been basically to foment stone pelters and terrorism and perpetuate ethnic cleansing so that the Hindu Pandits leave.
Yeah.
We are now setting the clock back and righting a historical wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't suit Pakistan,
Absolutely.
which has been the most subversive element in Kashmir, acting through its agents. That's the short answer.
Well, I think we've had a good debate. I thank everyone, especially our representative from Gilgit Baltistan. I think the next time we'll call people from Baluchistan and Sindh so they can speak up. If the Pakistani media does not let them speak, let their voice be heard. To everyone, I thank you very much for joining us on debate number 1.